Hello and welcome to the special broadcast of ET Now. Budget 2025 has been announced, and joining right now with me are the Team A people of the budget who have really spent their day and night in spending in making this budget. But what was the reason behind this, and what is going to be the overall picture? And joining me, Mr. Tuhin Kanta, Finance Secretary and Revenue Secretary, and Mr. Arunish Chawla, Deepan Secretary. Thank you for joining ET Now, sir. And let's begin by talking to you, sir. If we talk about broad picture, what were the real points or the guiding lights behind this? And as we end the budget today, how confident are you of achieving 6.8% growth rate for GDP as shown in the economic survey?
Well, I think FM really clearly mentioned that, our journey towards Viksit Bharat, we have got these 4 engines. And we are still one of the, fastest growing large economy. But nevertheless, we have to grow faster. As you know, that there are headwinds, and we have to face the headwinds and grow. And we have certain challenges that we need to do that in terms of, the emphasis on agriculture and exports, investments, and MSME. Now, within that, if you really look at it, it's a very, very balanced way of looking at things. And on the other side, we have to really see the saving and investment ratio, push growth, have a balanced view of consumption and investments. And capex has been continued, contrary to something that, they might say that we haven't had too much of on the last budget numbers. But if you look at the RE numbers, it's an increase of 10% on the RE. And it is also, if you really look at it, real capex, the real capex has got, from the government side, has got 3 elements. The first one is the headline number that we announce as capex. The second is the revenue grant that we give to the states, because we have to actually mention it in our accounts as revenue grant, but they're actually spent on capital assets by the states. So in terms of economy, it is actually a capex expenditure, because we have to see when the expenditure is expended, what is the character of that. That's capex. And that's about, 4 lakh crore. Then you have, so if you really put together in the budget, the numbers show there is a 17% growth in capex from RE. And then, of course, we have on top of it about more than 4 lakh crores, which are coming from CPSCs, government enterprises investing from their own resources in capex. So therefore, there's a substantial capex as well. But more importantly, we also wanted to trigger the consumption engine, and we wanted to give relief to the middle class. And they will spend it, they will save it, they will invest it at household level. So government need not do everything, and I think in many respects something is left to them to trigger the economy as well, because we are looking at the supply, we are looking at the demand, and trying to say that we are able to not only maintain the trajectory of our growth, but also try to accelerate it going forward.
To you, Mr. Chawla, now, the overall disinvestment target for FY26 at 47,000 crore. PSU dividend target also raised. So where will it come? Where will this come from, and what are your plans as far as achieving this target?
I'll first clarify that there's no fixed disinvestment target. We have adopted a value creation and value optimization strategy, which balances or looks at, it's a 5-pronged strategy. The main elements of the strategy are corporate performance, a consistent dividend policy, and calibrated disinvestment. This value optimization strategy has been designed keeping in mind the interest of minority stakeholders and the ordinary investors and citizens who have placed their trust in us and have invested in public enterprises. There is a dividend target, which is a clear target, and we will follow as part of this strategy. I will not be able to reveal market-sensitive information at this stage. You will come to know as the time comes. But broadly, we are on course to achieve our objectives, as well as the dividend and non-tax revenue targets given in the budget. They are realistic and they will be met.
So earlier, 2 points I would like to ask you. There were reports saying it can come down by 40%, that disinvestment progress can slow down. Also, especially on IDBI disinvestment progress. Can you talk on these two issues?
It is on course, I can assure you that. I will not be able to give details, as I said, it is market sensitive. But we assure you, everything is on track.
And on the slowdown concerns of disinvestment, as far as...
that is speculation and plain wrong.
And coming to you, sir, once again, well, after the income tax, the bonanza you have given, as we call it, but do you see somewhere there is slowdown or consumption lagging? That is why there was a need to give this kind of big booster in the hands of people, salaried class.
Well, I think we have to accelerate growth, and accelerating growth will also mean, we have to see that the money gets circulated in the economy in different ways. So there are different channels of circulation. The government doesn't give, if we were not to give, we were supposed to be collecting taxes. In any case, it has to go back to the economy. And the taxes which are foregone by us are in any case in the hands of the people, which will also go into the economy. So I think there are different channels, and I think this channel is also required to be done, and this was very much necessary. Government felt that it was very much necessary at this stage to do that.
And one last small thing, sir. What are the changes that are being considered for FDI? Because FDI was slipping. Anything you are doing so that FDI can increase?
Well, FDI, as I said, the key change is that the FDI and insurance is being raised from 74% to 100%.
All right, sir. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. And that's all we had with the gentlemen from Budget Team A of Finance Ministry, which was involved in preparing this Budget 2025. Back to the studio.